encounter the Neanderthals, they bred with them. For example, the Africans are the only ethnic group on planet Earth that they don't have Neanderthal DNA. Therefore, that's evidence of evolution.
50% of the DNA matches a banana, a human DNA.
Yeah, we know that, but
no, it doesn't. It's not conclusive.
No, it does because I'll tell you why. No, I'll tell you why it's conclusive. I'll tell you why. No, I will tell. No, fair enough. I will tell you why it's conclusive. Let me explain to you why it's conclusive. Right, now, because only Asians, right, not Africans, only Asian people grow tails. Okay? This is literally a flashback. Right? This
tails as
tails, like monkey tails. Yeah, they grow monkey tails, right. Also, only the Asians grow hair all over their bodies like apes, not the Africans. Right, now,
once again, that could be adaptation. That's not.
Yeah, it's from their evolutionary path.
That's
but how come the Africans don't get it?
That's a bit of a jump though. But what we started off talking about just now with the DNA part, right?
Yeah, the DNA Neanderthal.
But then you have like 50% of the human DNA matches a banana.
Yeah, because we're all related from evolution all over time. All over time.
Okay, doesn't it just show that maybe it's one same source when it came? Like
it came from a single cell.
But for example, most of the elements of life that appear on Earth, they can be found in space. So life is everywhere throughout the universe. So the thing is that maybe here the mix of elements created this particular type of life. Maybe if you go.
I can absolutely agree that animals evolved and such. I could agree with that.
And the animals were here before us, and the Neanderthals.
I don't have any problem with that.
How did Adam get
have a problem with is saying that white people came from black people, and then black people came from animals, and those animals came from specks, and that to me, when I see that we're the only people here with this form of intelligence, the way that we behave, the way that we create things, the way that we think, and there's nothing else that comes.
Yeah, but we've evolved. But we've got proof that before humans, when we go back to the earth, to the sea, is that there's only fish. Hundreds of millions of years, no humans, no dinosaurs. And then when they come on the land, we've got amphibians. Hundreds of millions of years, no dinosaurs, no humans. Right? So, and then after that, then we get dinosaurs. Then we get monkeys. Right, and then we're at the end of it, and we're connected to all of it, especially the ape and the chimpanzee.
What is the explanation? If there is no evolution, what's the explanation?
How did Adam get in?
What is the logical explanation? If we don't have evolution, we don't think it's logic, what will be the logical explanation?
Evolution is one aspect that people use. Creationism is another aspect.
Yeah, but it doesn't explain how everything came before the humans, without humans being there. Like I'm saying, for hundreds of million years there was no humans and just fish. For hundreds of million years there was no humans, just reptiles. And then for hundreds of millions of years there was none except dinosaurs.
So you're saying that creationism doesn't answer for that?
Yeah, not to say he made them all at the same time and the animals to make the difference.
I thought the logical inference is this, that God created, and then after that he created the earth, and then after some time he put animals there, whatever. Finally it came up to when humans were introduced.
Yeah, but it didn't happen in 6 days or anything.
In the Islamic faith, right? Yeah. The earth is like really old,
one day can be 50,000 years. That's what it says in the Quran.
No, the word period is used for different a different quantity of time.
Yeah.
So but the earth itself predates humanity, and when I mean humanity, I don't mean civilization.
Yeah, about 4 billion years.
Yeah, and Islam agrees with that, and Islam also says that there was civilizations there before us.
Civilizations, what, on the earth before the world?
Yeah. Like animals and such. Sorry, I meant groups of animals.
Yeah.
So creationism accounts for that.
Yeah, but also, like I'm saying, we've got the proof now that humans come. We do, because humans grow tails and they get hairy. Let me show you now. All right, a hairy.
I'm aware.
The hairy people, like they're animals.
There was a boy in India that I think he's 18, 19, and he had an operation because when he was born he had a tail, and he just kept there, and therefore it's good luck and such. But deformalities happen.
Do you?
Evolutionary flashbacks. Now look, you see me. Look, you see me. Look, I've got eczema. All right, that's part of a reptilian past, the fish scales or reptilians. That's eczema. That's what it's called. What, it's from our evolutionary past? Reptilian or fish game?
I don't know where it comes from.
No, well, that's where it comes from. That's
No, I can't even take your word for it.
well, so
I mean, you take the word of a lot of
but
people.
ask your doctor.
You take the word
Ask your doctor. They will tell you. Yeah, it comes from evolutionary flashback. Yeah, or fish. There's 2 or 3 different kinds of eczema. Sorry? Yeah, but it's an evolutionary
They like
flashback.
to make jumps. They
No,
like
it's
to make
not, it's
jumps.
not a
When they
joke.
see like a
It's an
little
evolutionary
speck of
flashback.
information there, they like to jump forward.
I can't hear you, mate.
He said it's a big jump from a skin condition to here to a crawling reptile.
Yeah, you're born with it. No, it's not. It's part of it. Yeah, but it is because we come from the sea, my friend. That's why you're 80% water. Can you see the connection there with the sea? Even though you're 80% water. Cabbage is grown by the sun, and it needs water to make it grow. So it does need water.
That was just my question, mate. I'm not in the debate with the answer. No, I'm not
Yeah. Well, cabbage needs water to grow.
with the whole eczema and the fish connection.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Well, that's what the doctor will tell you. That's what the doctor will tell you.
Just have a diagram with like a lizard there and a human there and some arrows in between. And
No,
maybe a time scale at the bottom.
This is fact. This is fact. This is fact. You can go and check it with any doctor, or just type it onto the internet if you want, and it will tell you. It's part of our evolutionary flashback, our evolutionary path.
I'm curious, my friend. You seem to think that we got onto evolution, but prior to that, you were questioning whether we came out of Africa.
I was questioning that.
Oh, okay.
You guys were proposing it, and I was like, maybe not.
So, like, it started with, let's call it Africans, who then moved out across the world.
Yeah. That's been historically proven, man.
Johnny. There goes the coppers. What's he doing here? There's a road. This isn't a road.
Try and understand our democracy.
Yeah, so you accept that there were Africans, let's call it, and then they diversified across the planet.
It had to start from somewhere, right? I just don't understand how.
Look at this guy here. Look. Now.
Turn it a bit more that way. There. Yeah, there we go. Okay, what's that? Who is that? What is that?
Now this is a guy who's been covered with hair, and this is considered part of your evolutionary flashback.
I'm probably just about as hairy as that guy, but
Yeah, but not African. What I'm trying to say
I
is.
can agree with adaptation. I can agree with adaptation.
Right, but this is proof that, listen, African people don't get this hairy. Only white people, okay? Which is proof that
It's not evolution. I'm sorry. Like,
that's not
I
part of
know-
evolutionary flashbacks, you know? So how does that get explained then? How can you explain that?
Doing selective stuff, bro. How does that even come?
Get on him, how do you explain it? Right, well, how can you explain that then? Explain it.
Forget that. We were talking
No,
about.
this is part of evolution coming out of
That's not
Africa.
part of evolution.
What, being
You
this?
see a monkey, you see someone hairy, and you go, "Oh, it's evolution."
Yeah,
That
and
is-
yeah,
that
of course
is-
it is. This is what
I want to say stupid, but
This
I
is
don't
what
want
the
to offend you.
this is what the scientists tell you. This is part of our
Listen,
evolutionary
I
flashback.
don't just pick up and eat like whatever the scientists say.
No, they've got facts. They've done studies on this. Of course they have.
Have they?
Yeah, of course they have
Have you not
studied
seen them?
this.
Have you
man.
seen the studies?
They've done
you
them.
seen the studies?
Yes,
Can
they've
you
done
see
them.
the studies?
Yeah, just look on the internet.
Just
They've
look.
done-
Oh yeah, very convenient. Just look on the internet.
You'll find out.
Listen, look on the internet. You'll find God.
Look,
Look
no,
on the
you
internet,
won't.
you'll
You
find
won't find God on the
Listen,
internet.
you probably would. You
No,
probably
but you will find
on the
information about evolution.
that on the
Yeah,
internet.
you will. This is on the
Hormone,
internet.
his hormone.
This is
What
on
else
the
is on the
internet.
internet?
Sorry?
Hormone.
What else is on the internet?
Yeah, they've got people with tails,
They
monkey
got
tails.
clowns on the internet.
Many
as well.
people-
Yeah, we're not talking about clowns. We're talking something that's
Yeah, they've
real,
got a lot of
that
things
comes
on
up
the
in
internet,
people.
and this is one
Not
of the
people
ways
dressed
that
up as
turns up on the
clowns.
internet.
But
Right.
this is a human, not a monkey.
This isn't the only one. It's not the only
I'm
person.
sure it's not. There's a
They
vast
do studies on
great
these
stuff on the
people, my
internet.
friend. They don't just ignore them. All right, look, and here's the tails.
Maybe they
look.
do it by computer
Look, and
also.
here's the monkey tails. Look, here's the tails. Look. Right, they don't get them on African people. Only Asians and Caucasians. Okay. Yeah. Right, because this is the proof though that the humans slept with the Neanderthals. The humans slept with the Neanderthals. This is the proof. And it's in your DNA. And you get hairy.
Happen. I agree. Deformalities happen. That doesn't mean it's evolution. That just means that it's genetics.
Yeah, genetics that go all the way back to the monkeys.
Genetics.
Right.
No, not evolution.
Well, what humans do you know that had tails?
What humans do I know? I've got a tailbone.
Right, what's your tailbone from then?
What's it from?
Yeah. Why haven't you got a tail now? When you had a tail.
1 minute. Just because you see commonalities, right, that doesn't mean that they're linked.
It is.
No,
of course it does.
That's a huge jump to
No, it's just to you it is because you're a Muslim.
No, it's I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No. I find that offensive. My intelligence is a complete different set to my religion.
Yeah, well this is science. Science has proved this.
Science is free and open for everyone.
Yeah,
irrespective of
and you have to go on the scientific facts.
No, of course, when you were presented with and you just giving me pictures.
That's no, but
this
right,
and that.
I can give you more. I can give you more. Right. Have you seen the 8-minute video where it says that we are all related to Neanderthals? Right. That's on the YouTube. That's on YouTube. It's on for 8 minutes. Go to my channel, Nature the Governor. All right, and you'll see it. My first video.
Next time, have something more concrete when you talk about this, I guess, because I'm most likely not going to.
This is concrete, mate. This is all concrete.
Picture from the internet.
Yeah. Look, baby, look, just being born up with a tail. Okay, we come from the Neanderthals, my friend.
No, we don't.
We do. It's been proven.
You haven't said anything conclusive about this. You've said that there's some man somewhere that does some kind of studies that you don't know. Even you don't know about.
I'll get it up for you now. Right.
You know what? I'd rather you don't.
No,
there was a different discussion this guy was having.
No, we was having a discussion about evolution.
Okay, you know what? While you want to.
Yeah, you carry on and I'll get the information up. Go on then.
There is actually some smart Muslims now who are pretty much accepting evolution.
Yes.
What they deny.
I don't disagree with evolution and such, right? I haven't seen something as concrete as I want it to be, but it could be, it could not be.
Yeah, I'll show you
for me, it's more about like human evolution than animals and such.
That's what most more intelligent Muslims are accepting now. So they're accepting broadly evolution. What they are saying is that, but let's make a special case for humans. That's what they're saying. So basically they accept...
Then you get the less intelligent atheists that just bring up pictures and just like make inferences and jump around.
Yeah, I think you had
but I mean, you can find stuff online, I agree with you. But basically what I'm saying is, so do you accept broadly evolution, but you want to make a special case for humans? Because that's where...
I'm actually open to interpretation at the moment.
Okay.
I just haven't been shown like, this is...
DNA.
I mean, they do DNA markers, for example. Like we were talking
right, here we go, I'm
about
giving you one now, right. Neanderthal DNA and subsequent but sufficient amount in humans. Impact on, right, let's just see what this one says. Okay.
What would be sufficient for you?
1 minute.
DNA.
I'll give you guys an example. I'll give you guys an example.
Here's an example here.
Okay, that's very good. I understand what you're saying.
Right, and this will tell you how we evolved naturally and we through the Neanderthals.
Let me just see if I
Got
understand
it.
that. Right. You're saying that because there's similar DNA in the Neanderthals, that means that we came from Neanderthals.
Yes.
Okay. So, for example, I can make software. For example, right? If I make software using a certain pattern, right? Let's say I make a website, right? And then I go off someplace and I make a different website, but using the same kind of pattern, right? Does that mean that the second website came from the first website?
No, what you do is you look at the one that's got the evidence.
Yeah, we got to remember.
That's
a bad analogy. Okay, but that's a bad analogy because there's no replication built into that. So don't use that. Try and use something that can replicate itself in some way over time.
Design, right? Because that's what DNA is.
But it replicates itself, correct?
DNA is a building block.
But just don't use a computer. Try another analogy.
One minute.
Yeah, that's where they reckon it's influencing you as well. Look, influencing your traits. Are you still saying? This has all been confirmed.
Thank you. Where was that?
There we go. You were talking about the computer analogy, and I said that's not a good analogy.
No, you're talking about self-replication and stuff, but that doesn't mean that we came from that because you're saying just because DNA self-replicates, it must be linked.
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No. What I was pointing out is that your analogy
self-replication is not in my analogy, right?
Correct. So you're going, I made a computer site here.
Are you saying that self-replication is a link up here?
No, I'm
saying. Who's to say that because it was self-replicating that we come from this? No one. The point that he brought up was that because it's similar DNA, right, it has to be a link. I'm saying that just because I designed website A with the same pattern and I go and design website B with the same pattern, it doesn't mean that there's a link between them.
I agree, but you're missing the
but it's the tails and the hairy. It all confirms it. Why are you born with tails then? Why are some people born hairy? Because it's part of your evolutionary
flashback. It's the same pattern. It doesn't mean it's derived from this. It just means it's the same pattern.
Yeah, but it all adds up, and they was here before us.
No, you're making a huge jump. You see diagrams.
No, we're looking at the pattern, and we're making.
You hear about some studies, right? And it makes you comfortable to like say, it's all together.
That's right.
But that's not true.
But it is true because the DNA backs it up, though, my friend, and the bones.
There's 50% DNA that's similar between a banana and me.
Right, because we all come from the same evolutionary path.
No. That's a huge jump. What I'm saying is it could be that there's the same pattern involved in just making.
Yeah, they're part of our
It doesn't mean that it's derived
the
from one
trees and the
another.
nature is all part of related to us.
Okay, my friends, so we've got two competing theories, design and evolution. How do we go about finding which one's true?
How have you guys done it?
Say again?
How have you guys done it? Have you
So-
guys obviously-
Scientific research.
Yeah,
and
science would be.
scientific
Have you got a
facts.
better way? If you've got a different way, I'll be interested to know.
The thing about science is, right, it tells you the how, right, but it doesn't tell you the why.
It
But
does
it's,
tell you why.
but it's not. That's not its
tells you
function.
everything. It
So
does
now
tell
you're
you
asking for something.
Everything.
Why about
Do you
what?
understand
Why
the
about
philosophy
what?
of science? Science can never tell you the why.
That's not his
it
point,
can.
my friend.
No, it can't.
Why are you bringing in a red herring
Yeah,
about
it can tell you
why?
how and why.
No, it can't.
Why can't it?
Because it doesn't understand the why part. It has
It does
nothing to
understand.
substantiate. No, science goes between. Science looks at stuff that's observable, repeatable,
Yeah,
testable,
right, we can observe the
verifiable.
bones and look and
No,
observe the
You
evolution.
can't do the why when it comes down to that.
We can. We've done
No, you
it. We've
can't.
done, what can't they do?
No, that's
then?
the philosophy of science. No wonder I can see you so confused about this. Have you looked into the philosophy
Yeah.
of science? Science can never address the why.
They can.
They-
On certain
Wait,
things they
when,
can.
wait,
Right.
when?
How does a cup of tea get made? They can explain to you how.
Yeah, how
and
with,
why.
with hot water?
And why?
No, not why.
Well, why?
Not
So why? Because we want a cup.
No.
That's why we mixed it all together.
No. Why? It's subjective.
Why?
Because today I wanted a cup of tea, tomorrow I wanted some coke.
That's
Why
up to
is
you then.
subjective?
No,
exactly.
but you can
Science
explain. Yeah, but I
can't-
can
science can't
explain.
address
Yeah, but I
that.
can explain why I changed my mind.
But
I
science-
went from tea
no,
to
you
coffee.
can as a conscious
Right,
being.
and we-
you
yeah.
can, but science can't.
It can. We can explain why our beings come in because of the conditions
you would like it
on
to,
the
so-
universe.
so
No,
you-
we got
so you're
cold,
putting that forward,
so different
but
things
you really
adapted. No, we can, my friend. It's all backed up.
No, it's not.
Johnny, Johnny.
You're asking different whys, I think. You're asking for why the universe exists, right? And he's, why a cup of tea is hot. We can explain that,
Yeah.
right? So two different types of why. You're asking the big question: why are we here?
Yeah, science can't answer
Science
anything.
doesn't really
No,
try
that-
in a sense.
It
and-
wasn't exactly why are we here. That wasn't exactly
No,
the
no,
question.
but
It was
I
why
think
about.
that's what I
No,
know.
he's trying to say they can't explain why about anything.
I think that's where
Of
he
course
was
they
coming
can.
from.
No.
They can explain how the fish
How,
came out and
exactly,
evolved
how,
and
but
why
why?
they done it.
1 minute.
And
All of
why?
that is
And
very
why?
iffy washy kind of science that we're talking
No,
about.
if he washes, it's all fact. That there was fish in the sea before there was any
I
life
agree
on the
there's
land.
fish in the sea.
Right,
Yeah,
so
we
what's
all
it's not
see that,
wishy-washy.
right?
Right, and then they came onto the land. Right, and then they
That's
mated
fine.
on the land. That's fact.
No.
That
You're
is
talking about
fact.
something that I didn't even dispute.
Right.
My
Right. Oh,
question
the way
became-
you was going
my
on about
question
science,
became
is
humans.
they can't explain
No.
why.
You're talking
they
about
can't
fish in the
explain.
sea,
Yeah.
and I was talking about humans.
Yeah, and I've talked about humans. I can explain why. Everybody can. Why did we start talking? Because we wanted to
Can't
communicate.
explain the why.
Because we wanted to communicate.
You really can't
it's
explain
simple.
the why.
They've done it. all.
There's no science to explain
Does that
the why.
sound
know what you're
sensible to
saying,
you?
yeah.
No,
Right,
no.
people wanted to communicate. That's why they
Animals
started to
communicate,
talk.
humans communicate.
Come on, my
No, that
friend.
wasn't. No.